Welcome to the 8th part of Spring Boot with Kubernetes tutorial series. In this video, we are going to set up the continuous integration using GitHub Actions. So what exactly is a continuous integration? So basically, while developing our application, whenever we implement a new feature, we want to implement the feature along with the test, and as soon as we commit the code, we want to run the tests. And also maybe we have integrated with code quality checking tools like checkstyle or SonarQube, whatever, and we want to run all those tests. And if everything is passing, then we want to deploy it to say some dev environment or QA environment. Once it is deployed, we want to run some end-to-end integration tests like using Selenium or Cypress, whatever the tool you use, you can write those end-to-end tests and run it. And if they are also passing, maybe you want to run the performance test. Usually performance test will be running in a production like environment because we want to have the similar kind of data load and hardware setup. So you will have a separate performance test environment. So you deploy your application into that performance test environment and then run the performance tests. You can write performance tests using Gatling or JMeter, whichever is convenient for you. And if all those tests are also passing, then you automatically deploy it to production environment. Once the application is deployed to production, you may want to run some smoke tests or sanity tests. So a typical CI pipeline would look like this. So one of the popular tool that people are using for a long time is Jenkins. Okay, that's still the most widely used tool. And recently this GitHub is also providing GitHub Actions, which is kind of performing the similar build server responsibilities. So here we are going to leverage GitHub Actions because it is available and it's free. We are going to leverage. And one more thing is, right now we are not going to do most of these things. Right now we are going to do running the tests. And then for us, we want to prepare the package as a Docker container. So we are going to do two things: running the test and then creating the Docker image and publishing it to DockerHub. So that's what we are going to do. Okay. So this is our source code repository. Okay. Right now we have our code, and what we can do, we can go to this Actions tab. And here by default, looking at the code you have, it already suggested some of the options what we want to do. So because ours is a Java application which is using Maven, maybe we can use Java with Maven this pipeline. So if you click on this configure, it's going to give a sample template how you can use this pipeline configuration. So here you can see some name is given, and then this represents when to trigger the pipeline. When you commit the code to to main branch, then only you can trigger this. But if you specify star, it's going to trigger for any branch. Okay, it is interesting to note that if you simply give a star, so in this case, if your branch name contains any slashes, it's not going to match. If you want to match for any branch, you should be using a star. So basically this is a regex you can use, and also pull request. Whenever somebody raises a pull request against main branch, you may want to run this one. Okay, so this is to configure on what branches, on what events you want to trigger the pipeline. Okay, in our case, we can remove this pull request and we want to run on every branch. Okay, and also in your pipeline you can run multiple jobs. So when you, let's say right now we have only build job. Let's say we have two jobs. One is building API and building UI. So they can run parallelly. But if there is any dependency, you can also specify only run this job after finishing the dependent job. You can configure like that. And also you can configure on what version of Ubuntu or whatever the OS you want to use, you can specify it here. You can, instead of latest, you can also specify some exact version like 18.04 or something like that if you want a specific version. Okay, and here GitHub Actions leverages some predefined actions to perform some activities. First one, we are using checkout. Basically, it checks out the code from the Git repository. And then here we are using JDK 17, right? We can change it to JDK 17. And we are going to use this action to perform this setting up this Java environment. Okay, so this is the name we have given for this action, and we are using this action slash setup Java version 3, and here we can specify Java 17, and there are distributions like there is Amazon Corretto, Eclipse Temurin, and Zulu. So there are multiple distribution options you have. You can choose whatever you want to use. Let's say you are building a Java application and you are planning to deploy on Amazon. So in that case, choosing the Corretto distribution looks better. And if you want to deploy on Azure, maybe you can select Microsoft distribution. Okay, and this cache option is nothing but we are using Maven, right? When we are building the application, initially it downloads all the dependencies from our pom.xml. Usually these dependencies doesn't change quite often. So instead of downloading all the dependencies every time the pipeline runs, we can cache them. So by specifying this cache Maven type, it is automatically going to cache those dependencies. If anytime the pom.xml changed, it will invalidate the cache and then re-download again one more time. Okay, and finally we are building this Maven, this typical Maven command that you want to run, Maven verify or package, whatever the command you want to run, you can run it. Okay. So what we can do by default while setting up this GitHub Actions pipeline, you need to create .github / workflows / whatever the file name you want to give, you can give. Okay, so this is the location GitHub expects this pipeline definitions to be. So what I did, I copied this and created build.yaml file and I pasted it, and then I changed few things. So right now we don't have our API application in the root of the repository. We have it under bookmarker API. So we are going to have a UI module also here. So instead of running all those commands, we want to run them inside this bookmarker API folder. So that's why we have specified for this job defaults run working directories, current directory, and inside bookmarker API, so that whatever the commands we specified, it's going to be running inside this bookmarker API. Okay, so that is the change. And what command we are going to use? We are going to run Maven wrapper verify, which is going to compile and then run all the tests and then create the jar file. Okay, so this is the last piece where GitHub Actions allows you to conditionally run some steps. Okay, here I am using this conditional check of if the GitHub ref, which is nothing but the reference to your branch, is refs heads main. If it is main branch only, then we are going to perform this test step. Build and publish Docker image. So what we are going to do, we are clean package and we are using zip plugin we have already configured, and Docker build. Because we are already running all the tests and then checking, we are skipping the tests while running this Docker build, and we are going to log in into the DockerHub and then push the image created into the DockerHub register. Okay, here we are taking these, if you notice these patterns, it is nothing but we are going to configure some of these parameters as secrets, and we are going to read them and pass for Docker login command. So we need two secrets. One is Docker username, Docker password, and we are going to push this image to DockerHub. Okay. So before committing this change, let us add these two secrets to our repository. If you go back to our repository, leave, and coming to this settings, here you can see security. Under security there is secret section under which you have actions. So if you click on these actions, right now there are no secrets. Here we can create new repository secret. So here I'm giving the name as Docker username and the value is Siva Prasad Reddy. Okay, this is my DockerHub username. I'm adding this one and new repository secret, and what other secret I want to give, Docker password. Okay, so here I'm going to give my DockerHub password here. Okay, so now we have added those two properties, two secrets. Now we can commit this change. Okay, let me add this and okay, and I am committing this. So if you see, we are configuring this pipeline to run on every branch, and whenever the pipeline got triggered, it's going to execute this irrespective of which branch it is. But if we are committing, if the pipeline is triggered on main branch change, then only we are going to create this Docker image and publish to DockerHub. Okay, here if it's not on the main branch, if I am creating a new feature branch which obviously don't match this one, so it only run the test and then it will tell you whether it is passing or fail. Okay, now let us go and here check actions. So as soon as we commit this, it's going to trigger this pipeline, and here we can see, so it's going to execute all of them. Right now it is building with Maven. It's going to run all the tests. Okay, so the pipeline ran successfully. Now let us see whether it is it pushed the Docker image or not. Docker Hub. So I logged into my account DockerHub. Here I can see bookmarker API last pushed a few seconds ago. Okay, so the pipeline successfully triggered and then it created the Docker image and then pushed to my repository here. Okay, cool. So right now we have GitHub Actions configured to build the backend API and then create the Docker image and push to DockerHub. So going forward, once we build the UI module also, we are going to add additional job to build the UI module and then create the Docker image. Okay. So now that we have GitHub Actions configured, going forward for any new feature implementation, we are going to create a branch and then implement the feature and commit once the pipeline triggered, and then if it is successful, then we are going to merge back into main branch. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Bye bye.